In today's video, we will learn how to put JSON with our ESP32 using Wi-Fi and the internet, and that's coming up right after the intro. Hello world, my name is Asali, meaning basic in the language Hausa. Today we'll learn how to perform a PUT request with JSON and update an item. This is a continuation on the Get JSON video where we learned how to get JSON. I assume you have watched that video because we will continue on that code, so if you want to be up to date, you should watch that video. The link will be in the upper right corner on screen now, or click the link in the description down below for further instructions. Now that you have tried out getting JSON, we simply have to make a few adjustments to our code for it to put or update an existing item. We will also continue using the API from the Get video. So open your code and let's start. Firstly, let's add a character called JSON output 128. In here, we will be storing our JSON object that we want to put to the API. On to our void loop. Now let's leave the random number from 0 to 10 because we will need to decide which post we will want to update. Next up, we'll change the current URL to a URL that accepts PUT requests, so let's add in this line. The URL will be in the description down below. If you have seen my post video, then you'll notice this is the same URL, except you will have to add in the random number to the end of the URL so the API knows which post you are talking about. Now let's add a header to let our API know the content type is in JSON format. Up next, we have to specify a fixed capacity when we create our JSON document like so. Make sure the object size is 3, as we will be adding 3 items to our currently empty JSON document, but before we can fill it up, we have to create a JSON object that we will have to fill up our JSON document with. If we take a look at the posts on the website, we can see that each object contains an ID, user ID, title and body. Let's add in our randomly created ID, title and body. Since you already added the ID to the URL, you most probably don't have to add in the ID anymore in the object, but let's add it in anyway. Next, let's serialize our JSON like so, with dog being our object that we filled and JSON output clearly being our JSON output. We now want to quickly print out our JSON output just so that we know it was created successfully and how that it looks. And next, let's change the client get to put and add in our JSON output that we want to send. Now before we save this and try it out, you can again, like I said in the post video, leave out our custom made payload replace strings, our deserialization, the readout and the print as well, but then you'll have to change the readouts, but for now we will delete all of this, but you can however do this if you need the data. If we run now, you'll notice that as soon as the ESP32 is connected to our router, we'll see that our PUT will be successful and update the given object with the value title saying subscribe to Asali. And as you can see, we get the status code 200 or perhaps 204, meaning that the resource has been updated successfully. Now if you receive any other status codes and an error, then I advise you to Google for the status code and figure out what you most probably did wrong. Please consider checking out my Patreon page as well, that would be awesome. There I upload all of my code with in-depth explanation of each video I ever created on this channel, just like this one. Link for that down below or on screen now. So that's it for today guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you won't miss out on the next video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye world.